Shelly really took it personally if I said something that she did not agree with. Like, I remember specifically me saying a joke about, is that Maddie's pickle? Because that night Maddie had a cat suit on. She looked beautiful in it, but I could see her pickle.
You're just smiling this morning. All of your love is wishing you well.
Okay, right quick, everybody. I'm gonna try and do this video as quickly as I can, edit it and put it up on my Patreon, right? Because I've been telling folks that I needed to get a second opinion about it, actually a third opinion. I talked to my wife about it, and my wife is a Virgo, and sometimes she can be a bit of a jumper, right? But when I told her about the situation, she was like, babe, you need to let Gio know about it. And then when I was on IG with the Maddie Mobsters, they told me that I should actually let Craig know if it's a situation in regards to the Queen Supreme Court. Let me break it down to you like this. So you know what was going on, or what prompted Maddie to go on Patreon. She was doing the videos on tour, or she was releasing the live shows on YouTube. But for some reason, people were always complaining about it. You can never make niggas happy. I hate to say it, but niggas always got something to say. Niggas don't know how to be grateful. What the initial concern was that they just had too many complaints. And I agree with Maddie in the fact that, okay, how you complaining for something and you don't even pay for it? So what I believe the correlation between Shelly and Maddie's Patreon is, because Shelly had gave me the same information and said, listen, what you need to do is you need to open up a Patreon and you need to charge $5 for your videos, or certain videos, right? It was something like that. But she gave me and a couple of other people that information before, because what she would do on Patreon is she would have these things called like a university, Shelly University, where she would give us information that could help us be better YouTubers. Now, I'm gonna be perfectly honest for you. Some of those things were too intricate for me. Hey, I'm a Libra. My head can't hold all that information, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, right? So 90% of it, it just flew over my head, and I really and truly, if you're not there with me to show me step by step, then I can't do it. So it wasn't helpful to me. I believe somebody that maybe was younger, or somebody that, could catch on quickly, maybe they could do some of the things that she was trying to teach us. Me, myself, it really didn't help me. But she had been telling me for a long time to charge $5 for my work that goes on Patreon, right? So this was also like during the time that Shelly started becoming infatuated with Maddie, right? I mean, it was bananas, right? And it's still kind of scary to me. It really is. And I think that Maddie saw Shelly because she saw that Shelly had ideas that would work with her brand. Because undeniably, Shelly can give you great information in regards to marketing and promotion, if you know how to utilize it. So when VS said that T.S. Madison, didn't really know what she was doing in regards to Patreon. Now, I'm not going to say the exact words, because sometimes VS surmises in her own way, and it may not be the exact way that the person said it. But from what I understand, what VS said was that Maddie wasn't good with working Patreon. And I'm going to be honest with you. Once you get past a certain age, like I said, it's hard for you to maneuver with new applications, new programs, and things like that. And I'm not going to lie, it took me a good minute to catch on with how to properly use Patreon. Like, programs change every day. YouTube changes every day. Facebook changes every day. Instagram changes every day. So with us being older, once we learn how to do something, a program effectively for us. Before you know it, they didn't change it into something else. VS said that Maddie said that to her. I didn't believe that it was far-fetched, right? But then that led me to think something else, which I'm going to get to. What I'm going to say, the parting between me and Shelly was centered around her relationship with Maddie. And let me tell you why. Shelly has a history of talking about the previous person with the new person. Okay? Like, she'll start to dog a person out to the next person, saying that the next person gets on her nerves. And then before you know it, she has looked for a reason to separate herself from the person. So when I started to do my reviews of Maddie's lives that were recorded on the on the road and that were put on a Patreon, and in fact, let me just go throw all of them in there. All her review and recaps on the Queen Supreme Court. Shelly really took it personally if I said something that she did not agree with. Like, I remember specifically me saying a joke about, is that Maddie's pickle? Because that night Maddie had a cat suit on. She looked beautiful in it, but I could see her pickle. Shelly responded and said, don't worry, something about don't worry about Maddie's pickle. She keeps her poom poom very clean. And I'm like, Joe, I was just cracking a joke. Why are you so sensitive for? Like, she always came over to my recaps to find something negative to say. So because she was becoming more and more infatuated with Maddie, she started saying little smart shit to me. So I said, okay, this is the workup. I know her. You know, I know how she is. I know how she works. You know, she always get irritated with a person, and then next minute you know, she find herself in a beef with the person that she's irritated with, or you know, she just backs completely away from them. And that's what she did with the separation. The solidified separation came in when I did a video that said something about Lipstick Alley and S_Hutchinson in it. But because she was so pressed to find a release from me and put it on me, because to me, she wasn't woman enough to say, listen, I don't want to deal with you no more, because when you say things about Maddie, it hurts my feelings. You know, she took that title and made it her excuse to flip out on me. Because if anybody would have heard it, they would have known that the video actually was saying, Shelly is my sister. I don't give a fuck what you say about my sister, Lipstick Alley. In fact, I did a video about it, and I was so in my feelings because I was like, why does she not know my heart? Why does she not know that I'm not this kind of person to be snapping out there and jumping out there anyway? So after that, she found her reason to separate from me. Notice I never shitted on her. I never disrespected Shelly. I never said anything bad about Shelly, because in my mind, she was still my sister. The same way that I was about ZT. Okay? The same way that I was about Mona. Until you disrespected my wife. Now all bets are off, right? But Shelly was saying nasty things about me to whomever. And I know that one of the persons that she was talking to was the young lady, Jim, who was in my DM. And I put some of those text messages where Jim was, you know, going from, oh, girl, we cool, to girl, you ain't shit. I fly down there to Atlanta and blah, you. So much so where I had to, you know, hand the situation over to my wife and let her handle it. When I found out that those two were good with each other, all bets were off. Because a lot of the things that the young ladies were saying, the young lady was saying, reminded me of Shelly. So when that picture, when VS showed that picture of her, of Shelly and the young lady, oh yeah, that triggered me. That made me go, oh yeah, this is sealed. I know Shelly is telling this girl things, right? more receipts will come. And even though Shelly tried to negate receipts, when it comes down to, oh, we know Mona didn't mess that up because you can fake receipts, not my receipts. My integrity is everything on here. You can't fake Shizola with my receipts. Those receipts are solid. This is the meat and potatoes of this, right? So when Maddie posted her first live show on the road to her Patreon, I put below, I said, Maddie, I will continue to do my recaps and reviews of the Queen's Supreme Court, but in order to maintain the integrity of the show, I will not give the full specs of the show. If they want it, they're going to have to sign on to Patreon and contribute their dollars just like I do. In fact, whenever Maddie is on the road, when I upload the videos or recaps and reviews, what I do is I promote the Patreon, right? So when I put that there, and this was for the first one, when I put it there, when I went back to see if Maddie responded to it, because she was responding, or at least I thought it was Maddie, the comment was gone, okay? And I was sure about it because it wasn't a lot at the beginning. It wasn't a lot of people there, but it was enough people there. And I knew for a fact that I commented on that post. So Maddie came in. It was another quick live that she provided to us Patreons. And I said, I don't know why my first comment was deleted. But again, I'm proud to be a supporter of yours here on Patreon. I love being a part of the Maddie Mob, officially, unofficially, right? But I will, like I said before, I will continue to do my recaps and reviews while maintaining the integrity of the show. That was deleted. After that, I didn't do any more comments on Patreon because at that point, I knew that Shelly was responsible for that page. I knew that Shelly was deleting my comments, okay? So when I was on the live with Maddie Mobsters, they had informed me there were some other people that were saying that they was having some concerns with the Patreons. Now, I don't know if, they were having the same problem with deleted comments as I was having. I think the biggest problem over there is that some of the people can't see the lives. And I don't know why, but I can't see the lives on my iPhone. But I can see it on my Google Chrome laptop, and I can see it on my Google phone. Okay? I don't know why it's hard for me to watch it why I can't see it on my iPad. I don't know why, right? I don't know if it's an iMac thing or iPad thing. I really don't know, but that's not my concern. My concern is if Shelly is doing this to me in regards to deleting comments, what else is she doing? Is she in Maddie's ear saying things like Narob ain't shit? Is she saying things like, don't trust Narob? Because the receipts that I'm showing you, Shelly is very manipulative behind the scenes. Very. And like I said, if she cannot control you, then she will try to destroy you. I've done nothing to Shelly or Maddie for this situation that happened to me. Nothing. But it does need to be addressed. And Shelly just says she's stepping back. Okay, hasta la vista. I don't know if Shelly's stepping back on her own. I don't know if Maddie told her to step back. I don't know what it is. But this is something definitely that needs to be addressed. And I'm sure that if I wasn't a solid Maddie fan, after that first comment was deleted, after that second comment was deleted, my $10 should have been deleted too. That's all I got to say about that. Tell me what you think, guys.